Hey, welcome to Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. I am Shareece, and I have a hot take about sports and why you're obsessed with it. So hear me out. This is my theory, and it's coming from a person who is not into sports. I'm not into sports. I pretended to play basketball a little bit. I don't have a favorite team of anything. I don't think I have a favorite sport of anything. I think maybe football is the most interesting thing to watch on TV, and basketball is the most interesting to watch in real life. I prefer if I know someone who's playing, because then I'm supporting that person who's playing. But just so you know, there's my background with sports. That's it. That's like it. So we're all social beings, right? Everyone wants to feel connected. We need interpersonal relationships to flourish. If a baby is born in this world and there's no one to take care of it, it will die. Okay? Jeez. Being dramatic. But yeah. So the idea is, if we all want connection, I think we can agree there. We all want connection, unless you're like a sociopath and you just want to kill people. We all want connection, and sports are a great way to foster that connection. Not only do you feel connected to your favorite sports team, you also feel like they're an extension of you. Wait. So when your team wins, you feel a sense of worthiness. You feel important. You feel gratified because they're like you. If someone insults your team, you take it personally, like they've insulted you. We can see this more clearly on a collective level when college teams lose and the fans have riots, right? Fans have riots because their team loses. Why might they riot, destroy everything? Because they feel like they've been attacked, right? Because the people who riot and use violence in real life have had anger and violence used against them. And they know that anger and violence is one way to get the attention, to shock people into doing something differently. I'm speaking specifically about like the African American community. I think protests and riots are an important part of change. I know some people aren't really with the violence. I understand it gets things done. But we're talking about sports teams. No one hurt anybody. You just lost and your feelings got hurt. But because you are identified with the team, like they are you. And if someone beats your team, you feel like, wow, I now have to show my worth. I am so angry now. I feel so worthless that I am going to enact anger and violence against someone else because of a sports team. Okay. Yes, I'm talking about generalities, and yes, I'm talking about extremes, but I think in the spectrum of people who love sports, there's definitely the fanatics who take everything personally if you do something to their team, if you say something, if you wear the wrong jersey, if you don't do the ritual the way you're supposed to do a ritual. Sort of like a religion, honestly. The ritual stuff and the believing in the one team, it's a lot like, organized religion. Maybe you don't see it. I feel like I definitely see it. I think my belief system of no one thing is the right and there's not only a thing has me not following any one particular religion, and also has me feeling like sports are cool. I love that athletes work so hard to train their bodies, to put on a good performance, that they're so invested in their passion, but I don't take it personally. They're not doing anything for me. It's not an extension of me if they win. I won't feel bad if they lose, and I won't feel good if they win. Like, it's nice, but like my sense of self is not dependent on it. And so sports is just one way that people who sort of feed their ego express their ego feeding, for lack of better words. Or anything that you become identified with that you sort of take offense to is, ego. And not ego like I feel like I'm so important. No, it's like ego, like the shadow sort of part of yourself that feeds on negativity or like feeds on being better than other people. Don Miguel Ruiz has a really, really good analogy for this sort of behavior. And he talks about people, like imagine people in this world having like welts on them. And if you brush up against them or if you say something that they don't like, they sort of go ouch and they have like this visceral reaction to this thing you did. Like someone having a very significant reaction to their team losing or someone saying something negative about their team. Like people are just walking around like, you know, hurt. And if you touch their hurt, they're going to like, you know, push back. They're going to be triggered. And so I think the whole purpose of this video is I like to bring awareness to things, and maybe you don't realize you're obsessed with your sports team and you sort of just go along to get along and this is always the way you've been doing it. But I think awareness is the hardest part, and I hope if you're watching my videos, you're probably already aware. But if you like happened upon this, it might be helpful to you to think about things in a different way, to enjoy a thing, and in this example we're using sports. Enjoy sports, but not let it be a determinant for how you feel, whether your team wins or loses. Goes with the idea of not being obsessed with the outcome, wanting whatever is to be, letting things flow with ease in your life. That's really the idea. So keep loving your sports. Watch all the sports, please. Just keep doing what you enjoy to do. My takeaway message is try not to become identified with your favorite sports team. Just kind of loosen up a little bit. And how you do one thing, I think, is how you do everything. So little changes will make patterns across your life. Tell me what you think about my hot take in the comments. Thank you for watching.